Today I want to talk about unleashing your child's potential, really tapping into this potential that kids have. It's a topic that I'm very passionate about. I love working with kids. I love helping kids realize and unleash the potential that's within them. I truly think that when we look at children, we're looking at who we really are, because they've got no limitations. Their mind is not filled with these limitations, these paradigms I talk about, these outdated belief systems. And so I'm going to kind of go over a little bit. If you're a parent or you're a teacher or you're somebody who works with kids, you're going to want to listen up to this, because it's information and it's a concept that can totally revolutionize our education system, and it will totally change the life of that child. Now, kids are so receptive to this material. I often am asked, or I often think, well, how can we best teach this to our children? And we have to understand that, kids are so receptive. They are open books. They will just accept whatever you tell them. Think about it. When a child is little, we tell them that, Santa Claus is real. And they accept the idea. We tell them all kinds of things that are real. We tell them that, and they just like that, they accept it. They believe that it is real until such a time as we let them in on the truth, right? But I think we should be telling them about their potential. I think we should be unleashing that's within them. When we look at children, we're looking at who we really are. Who we are. You see, when you come into this world, you come in with a clean slate, like we're talking about. A totally clean slate, and you get to decide who you want to be. The problem is that the child doesn't have a conscious mind in those beginning years. In fact, between the ages of 0 and 7, the child has no conscious thinking mind. Okay, all the child has is a subconscious mind, and it's totally deductive, meaning whatever is planted in there must be accepted. If you're a parent, this is gold, absolute gold when you're working with your kids. If you're a teacher, this is gold. Now, being a teacher in the past, I wish I would have known this in my beginning, years in my education degree. I had started to get into it. I started, once I was, doing substitute teaching, I was a little more heavily involved in the material. But I tell you, if you're a parent, this information will change your life and change your child's life. And so between the ages of 0 and 7, the child has no conscious thinking mind. He or she is purely subconscious. The subconscious mind is like the earth. It does not care what you plant in it. Whatever you plant will grow. So you can plant, if we relate this to a garden, you can plant weed seeds. And if you plant weed seeds, you cannot expect to get fruit or corn or carrots. It's just not how it works. Whatever you plant in that garden, whatever you plant in the garden of your mind or your child's mind is going to bring forth. It must grow by law. And so the child has no ability to reject any ideas that are going on around he or she. Whatever is going on around baby goes directly into that subconscious mind, and it has no ability to reject. There's an old saying that kind of comes through history, something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, but something along the lines of, if you give me a child between the ages of 0 and 7, I'll show you the man, right? Or I'll show you the woman. I'll show you the adult. Because it's what happens in those first 7 years. It literally sets the programming. It sets the programming, and it sets ultimately the fate or the destiny of that child.